Q&A session with Tammy and James, my breeder supply, love my pups. See, how are you doing? Do you know about silent heats? A 2-year-old female has never had a heat cycle. What should I do? Well, so she could have a silent heat, true. Trouble with a silent heat is it's silent, you don't know it, right? If you suspect that a dog is in heat and it might be a silent heat, you can do a progesterone test and its numbers will be up. It's not particularly useful though, typically. So probably the most useful thing to do is to take a Q-tip and stick a Q-tip up your dog's vulva every week and see if you see any colour, and that probably is going to show up if they're having a silent heat. The other thing is to put that dog with another dog that's in heat. That can bring a dog into heat. There are some products like PG600 that you can use to bring a dog into heat. I've never used it. I don't like this idea particularly, but some people use it successfully. It's kind of dangerous in my opinion. I certainly wouldn't use it on a dog until a dog was at least 2.5 years old and missed some heats before I used it. Anyway, there we go on that one.
That's if you have to use it. Totally
yes.
tear up the uterus on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Greedy.
No, it's at last resort. Yeah. Teresa P. I appreciate this guy did dedication to deleting my comments. LOL. Okay, so I'm not going to spend much time on this, Teresa. But Teresa, the reason that I delete comments is always one of three things. Somebody's trying to sell some medication for herpes virus for humans. They're going to get deleted immediately. That's spam. Somebody's hijacking my channel to try to sell their products. They're getting deleted right away. Or somebody, in this case Teresa, makes basically non-constructive criticisms. If you've got constructive criticisms, we will absolutely leave them up there and we will respond to them, because some of those are very useful for other people and we don't always get things right. But if it's what your comment was, is that we were a puppy mill selling designer dogs. That was your comment. It was nothing there that was of any use to anybody else in your comments. I left it up there, but I'm probably going to delete this if this keeps on going, because I'm not going to get into it's just a waste of everybody's time. Nobody's interested in this.
Yeah.
Nobody's interested in this.
You don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Well, just
and then false statements.
Yeah. Again, if you've got a constructive, if you believe you have a constructive criticism, absolutely bring it up there. We'll discuss it. Absolutely. Won't take it down. No problem at all. But just a straight comment like you're a puppy mill, it's not going to stay up there because it's of no value to anybody. And this whole conversation that I've now spent 2 minutes of everybody's time discussing it, it's not useful to anybody else either. So that's enough of that. All right. Oh, there's another one from Teresa. Okay.
Oh, she's your biggest fan.
Oh, someone's commented on Chanel that lost her puppy, and they're saying, so much free mod, really appreciate you, sad, chin up, dude. Yep, exactly. Encouragement, it's like you keep on going, right? People are talking about the series that I've started, so the 12-part series is coming up. I've got the first one I put up today, and I've already, 12 parts already become 13 parts after I just did one, so it's going to go, I'm going to really waste your time on this. Someone's... Female was at 45 nanograms on progesterone. They went ahead and did the TCI. Can she take? Well, so the thing here is that numbers really rocket up fast. When a dog, let's say that the right number for a TCI on IDEX is a 25, that's going to be close. The day after that, the dog will be at a 35. If you're a day late, probably still take. The day after that, you're probably going to be at some really high number, like 45. So I think you're probably 2 days late. Maybe it takes, maybe it doesn't. You just have to wait and see. So good luck to you on that. Oh, Christine LeMay says, thank you for your sharing of knowledge. I was able to take the start of labour with the temperature drop, and then took her for the shivering nesting and my Frenchie. So basically she had a litter of 7 puppies and she made it okay. Well, good for you. Minneapolis Luke says, seems like you need to do your research on a Frenchie before getting one. I think you should do your research on any dog before getting one.
Yeah.
I think that you need to make sure it's a good fit for your family, because when you invest in a dog, the dog is investing in you. And depending on the kind of breed, this can be anything from 6 to 20 years that this dog is with you. So that's a pretty good commitment you're making to that dog, and you want to make sure that you can make that. I mean, I hate it when you drive around places and you see a dog chained up in the backyard, and you can see that it's on a pile of dirt and there's a chain on it, and it's had, all it's got is water.
This one where there's a clothesline, and they put like a zip line on there for the dog to go back and forth, back and forth. Right. Don't do that.
I mean, give the dog to somebody.
Yeah.
Find a home for the dog. We understand that people's ideas about what they want to do change, and they, after you've had a dog. So just back to Luke's point, absolutely, Luke. I mean, a French Bulldog's not for everybody. You know what I think the worst thing about a French Bulldog is? You know what the worst thing about a French Bulldog is? Let's see what you come up with. What's the worst thing about a French Bulldog?
Worst thing?
Yes.
Oh,
let's see if you come up with it. I got it in my head.
Can't be the snoring because it's such a calm
That's number
snore.
2. That's number 2.
Yeah.
What's number 1?
I don't know.
Farting. Oh my goodness, a French Bulldog can clear a room out in no time at all. I think they have a short digestive tract because of that.
You gotta watch what you're feeding them too.
Well, that's true.
That's
actually, I mean, that's true. If you look
on.
at, yeah, that's exactly right. So I'll just turn it off then. But yeah. So, okay, where was I?
The little snoring's calming, I think. Now your snoring is not calming.
It is for me. I always fall asleep when I'm snoring.
Yeah.
Centex Stepper says, I'm ordering your extender. How much do I add to the semen to ship it out of state? So the answer is collect what's called a sperm-rich fraction. Don't let this dog just pump away and collect all the clear fluid, because you don't want that. You want to stop when it goes clear, and you want to add about as much, maybe 50% more of the warmed up extender as to the collection that you had. So for my case in a French Bulldog, if I'm collecting 2 cc's, then I'm adding about 3 cc's of extender for a total volume of about 5 cc's. Nicole Ackerson says, if a female has 2 copies of IVDD and is a carrier of progressive retinal atrophy, should she not be used in your breeding program? Yeah, I mean, the answer is not really. I mean, the IVDD, this is a fairly new thing, and it's to do with the invertebral disc disease, and it's typically inherent on dogs that have got short legs and short backs. The problem is that we're trying to breed Frenchies that are shorter dogs, and I suspect that, and I may be wrong on this, but I suspect that 35% of all French Bulldogs that are tested have at least 1 copy of IVDD. And if that's the case, then it's all over the place in there. And I'm not sure how critical this is, because those dogs apparently have been okay. However, I'm going to catch some flack on it if I say that you should breed that dog. So I'm going to say that I'm on the fence on this one, and I'd prefer it that you didn't have either of those things, and it would make it much simpler. So not a really good answer, and I'm fluffing a bit on that one. Somebody's buying our incubator. Kevin White says, I'm buying this, want to support you for all the great learning. That is wonderful. Thank you very much. Look, we do all these videos. Do these videos? What's that? We do these videos for you to help, but one of the objectives is to show our products off, and we don't pump them like crazy. We try to fill content on this, but if you do buy our products, I think you'll find they're wonderful. They do come with a money-back guarantee, and it does help support us. So we really appreciate you, Kevin.
And that's on mybreedersupply.com.
That's on mybreedersupply.com, and I appreciate the fact that you did a shout out and mentioned that, because it lets other people know that might be a nice thing to do. So thank you very much, Kevin. You're a good dude.
The bank.
Yes, we're going to shut this down here in a moment anyway.
You're going inside?
Yes. So we'll just take care of this one here. Veronica Cortez says, what are your thoughts with Frenchies whose ears are down? Seen a few breeders have 8-week-old puppies and ears are down. Why is that?
That's because they didn't take
Not temporarily down, but the whole ear down. So we're just going to shut this whole video down talking about this. So the problem here is that puppies Frenchies have bigger ears because of that, especially fluffies. They have a lot of weight in their ears, and their ears tend to flop down.
Yeah, or there's other litter mates that are pulling on each other's ears.
Yep.
And pulling them down.
Yep. So what you're going to see is that puppies' ears are typically up before they're 3 weeks old. They've got little small ears. They get bigger and they flop.
No, not before 3 weeks. It's usually about 5 weeks.
Yeah, but it's really common to see them when the ears are up. Then the ears get bigger, And that things like shots are really a reason making ears stop.
Yeah.
But what you've got to do is tape their ears up. If you tape their ears up, it always works. But if you get a dog
Fold it like a taco.
Yes. So what Tammy's talking about is if this is the ear, because it would be rounded, you fold it like this.
Well, the other way around.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you fold it like that. And you put some tape around it so his ear sits up like this.
Yeah, and you want to do it down below here.
Yes. Tammy likes to use the white first aid tape. I use electrical tape, and it sticks too much, especially on the long hairs. But the point here is you've got to start this.
If you buy the cheap Band-Aid tape, medical tape, the cheap one, it starts with a C. Security or something like that. Oh. Don't buy that one. It's worthless. Oh. The Band-Aid is the good one. The
cheap one's made by Englishmen in the UK.
Yeah, first aid tape. So.
But get going with this soon. If you wait till a dog is 8-9 weeks old, you may have a fight getting it done. If the dog's 12 weeks old, it may not happen. So why are you seeing this? Because the breeder doesn't know what to do. They got to watch this channel and learn how to coach. We've never
had one of our dogs that we bought. One ear kept on flopping down, and it was like, oh, come on. And so it
Johnny Cash?
Yeah, we had to shave some of the hair on his ear because
get the weight down.
Yeah, the weight on it was
took a long
heavy.
time. But he came with flippy ears.
Yes.
And I mean that was
aggravating.
Yeah, so if you start early and can be consistent with it and keep on going until the ears stay up, you'll get it fixed. If you don't do this, you'll have a dog with floppy ears.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I still have my little boy. He's AT-AT, blue and tan quad, which means he can make blue and tans, chocolate and tans, lilac and tans, and platinums. He is for sale. Please call me at 580-799-1910.
Here comes the goodbye button. Oh, she's pinching me. Here comes
Give me a call, and we'll show videos. We'll
show give me a kiss.
FaceTime too.
All right, bye. For watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.